Hey, so I thought I would talk about the importance of having characters who have flaws or imperfections, and the reason why they're kind of necessary if you want a character that actually is likable. Because I think that sometimes some authors and writers in general really struggle with having characters who have faults or flaws because we want to make usually the characters who are likable, and so what happens is sometimes we'll start to overly try to make this perfect character because we think that that's what people will want to read. But the problem is that when you do that, it becomes very ugly, the character. So you actually want to temper having those good qualities and bad qualities because it makes the characters who feel more dynamic. And so I thought I would show just the character from Fallout, Cooper. I think one of the things that makes him really likable too is because he's kind of morally flexible and he's not always maybe the nicest person in the show, but that's what makes it kind of interesting because then it makes it very interesting, the duality between who he is when you see him in after all the chaos of the bombs dropping, and then you see also his flashbacks where he's this more of this family man, and even the interactions he has with the dog. It all kinds of helps to even out some of his character, and so he doesn't just feel like he's this horrible person, but rather a more complex character who has gone through things. And this all leads to him being an interesting character, whereas characters sometimes they kind of need that, or they just feel sort of bland. I think it's just important for relatability to have characters who are beautifully ugly. They put their foot in their mouth. They say stupid shit because characters are supposed to be kind of beautifully ugly. They're not supposed to be perfect, and that makes them interesting, and it makes them so, for example, if characters have too many things they're perfect at, it makes them feel boring. And so when I write characters too, I always like to make sure my characters, they mess up sometimes. They're not perfect, so they feel like actual people, whether I'm writing about Kira or Abe. Like and subscribe.